Hello, I'm going to show you how you can make your own custom-sized TimberBot. The TimberBot's a pretty cool little CoreXY project that I designed. I wanted to be able to reuse this whole top section to create several different things, whether it was 3D printers, laser engravers, or other things, plotters and the like. And so I've designed this to be able to be scaled. And now I'm going to show you how you can create your own DXF file so that you can get it sized the way that you want in order to use it on your own CNC woodcutter so that you can assemble your own. Everything is on Onshape. The link to this document will be in the description, and all you have to do is basically make your own copy of this. You do have to create an account with Onshape, but it's a free account, and you basically open up this document and a button of bars down at the bottom will appear. One of them will say copy the entire document. Once you make your own copy, you can get in here and edit it just like I'm doing right now. This screen is probably where it'll show up. If not, then you might be in any of the little sub-assemblies or anything down below, and you can always click on this little home button back here no matter where you are. You click that to take you back to home, and you can see the full assembly. This is just a place that you can play around and see how the whole thing moves and see how it would look as you set it up and configure it in different ways. But to size it for what you want, you come here to this little page that I've named Set Variables Here. Then over here on the left side, you can set 4 different variables: the length of the X rails, the length of the Y rails, the length of the Z rods. Now these are 8mm rods in this current version, and the thickness of the wood. By setting any of these, let's just go ahead and set this one to 400, for example. It'll take a moment, but then everything will be updated to represent that new size for you. So now the machine has scaled to be 400x on this single X rail right here. So the wood dimensions have all been updated, and that's how you can make the wood be thicker, thinner, whatever, as well as these rods here in the back to make it taller. So once you've set your variables, you come over here to this wood DXF file, and this will have all of the panels that you need, and you can rearrange them a little bit if you want by adjusting these moves, like this top piece. If I wanted to rearrange where it's located, you could just double click on that and just move it over to the side a little bit. But for the most part, the idea is this isn't how you're going to cut them out on the piece of wood. You would basically just take this thing, and I'm probably going to rename that to DXF, but you just right click on it and say export as DXF or DWG. You could rename it, say whatever version you want, hit export, and then it downloads it into your downloads folder. At that point, you've got a copy that you can then load into your CAM program and be able to cut this thing up. I'd recommend setting it up so that each one of these things are their own separate cut. You can set it so that your home is basically a different section for each one of these things. This is the top piece, this is the back piece, this is the bottom piece, and this is the side. And obviously you would need 2 sides. So from there, you just cut it out how you see fit and assemble it. I ended up gluing it together. In order to make it fit onto the boards for the first prototype that I did, I actually split this back piece down the middle because structurally it doesn't matter. So I split this up and cut it into 2 tall pieces that were able to fit onto a single 4-foot by 4-foot board for me. All right, hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions, put them in the comments or on the link for the site for where the studio files, the STL files are listed for this object, this whole bot, which should be on prusaprinters.org. I'll have a link to that in the description on this video as well. Thank you.